The celebration of a Golden Jubilee anniversary, which is usually regarded as a big deal, given the increasingly depreciating life expectancy age mark in these parts, has always been given a long drawn-out media attention and a grand, earth-shaking affair. This even becomes more so if it's a celebrity that is involved in counting his blessings and thanking God, and the list of those who shook the foundation of the entertainment sector in Nigeria to its very foundation with out-of-this-world celebration is very long. However, Alibaba and his wife Mary welcomed Alibaba's golden age in a very special, simple, stylish, people-oriented and value-adding manner, giving members of his immediate constituency, the entertainment sector, the less privileged in the society, a sense of belonging. This is food for thought. We should set the right template to emulate for those who might be contemplating a big celebration of their anniversaries in future. It is simple, classy, very effective, and devoid of unnecessary noise or attention-grabbing move. Although Alibaba had wished to mark his golden jubilee quietly without any whimper at all, but like a goldfish who doesn't have a hiding place, having given life and hope to thousands of gifted Nigerian youth who only just crack jokes almost like a hobby for which they only get pats on the back, Alibaba came to the scene with a special brand of comedy, solidly entrenched on the spur of the moment power, and this made Alibaba's comedy more attractive and better structured, and this rubbed off along the line with the comedy business itself. And before one could say a Toyota Alleluia Akpoboro Bome, Alibaba's original name, the comedy business has been turned into a big money-spinning venture. Today, comedians are some of the highest paid practitioners in the entertainment business. They live in some of the most modern houses, with their garages littered with different types of latest automobiles. Like Alibaba himself said in one of the interviews he granted, the secret of his mind-blowing success in reinventing the comedy sector in Nigeria, where the likes of John Chukwu, Babasala and others had held sway before him, was that he broke in at the time when comedy was only accepted in Nigeria but not respected. One thing that clearly sets Alibaba miles apart from the pack is that he's reading all the time, surfing the net to keep himself up to date in just about any and every subject at all. Alibaba is very much on top of his game, and over time he has grown in wits and wisdom. Alibaba's Golden Jubilee celebration should be embraced by the growing legion of all those he has mentored and shown the way to smiling to the bank. Or like one reporter in the interview Alibaba granted Ruth Osimhen's This Day Style most aptly put it, Alibaba has taught Nigerian comedians how to joke all the way to the bank, raking in the millions in the process. To give a well-deserved pride of place to members of his immediate constituency, the arts and entertainment fraternity, events to celebrate Alibaba at 50, which stretched for a full 1 week, began with the Spontaneity Night, a forum where talents in the art or comedy and other fields were discovered through a competition. The event, which took place at the Muson Center, Unikon, Lagos, was graced by a large concentration of comedians of various descriptions, from new on the scene, established comedians, and indeed aspiring comedians. They were all there. These include Basor Taria Jr., Benga Denka I, Omobaba, Teju Babyface, Alibaba's mentors who inspired him right from the beginning, who took him in their wings and gave him the platform to showcase his talents to the entire world, like Sonny Irabo and Patrick Doyle, as well as Dele Momodu, were joined by Agatha Amatha, DJ Jimmy Jat, Yemi Shodimu, Chimida Kolo, Azu Arinze, and the latest rave on the Nigerian music scene, Korede Bello. This spontaneity competition gave the platform to aspiring comedians to show the stuff they're made of in a game of wits. The catch here is to inculcate the culture of on the spur of the moment jokes in these aspiring comedians. The contestants went through a series of stages where downsizing or shortlisting continued until they were reduced to the best three of the pack. And up for grabs are mouth-watering prizes, which will see the overall winner go home with a brand new car, 1 year's salary, and the special privilege to appear on radio show with Alibaba for 3 months.
But they came power. Beside of me as the man of God. Not the hit me that thing. I'm going to deliver from eternity. I'm going to deliver you from the spirit of the prison. 1, 2, 3. Why you go blow me? Maybe plantain. What they talk say, make we talk. Ladies and gentlemen, instrumental only British pastors. Thank you. Thank you. The way they take selfie here in Lagos is amazing. Make it go. Alibaba at 50 and they go. Ibadan is different. Good English. You see, and selfie is something you take alone, just you. Bastardize. Go Ibadan now, you could just Risika. Risika too, and she can't speak good English. Risika too, Tomwa, call your fine friend, let us take a selfish. Eh? A selfish. Now, that's not the amazing part. Just calm down, there's no time. That's not the amazing part. The amazing part is that Ibadan gets a selfish. Everywhere Risika goes, I want her. Everywhere in her background, she goes to the bar. Please on a GTB summary, can I have a selfish of a son? Anywhere, something happened. The grandma died, and it was at the cage. I told me, I told Risika, stop this. He said, no. You just look at the background. I think it's a background or something. I can have selfish. When she snapped, it was only her that she snapped. When she checked the picture, they were 2 dead bodies. Like, thank you. God bless you. That's my time. My name is Awele. God bless you. You get us. You go drink finish. My landlord drink this thing finish. Go peace. In peace. Person where they stay for 1 room, come they explain in peace. Come out, they tell us, my brother, I don't know say my room now, I safe con. I say, hey, 1 room, how come? He say, as I open bathroom, light come. At the peace, body they call me, body they call me, body they call me. As I peace finish, I close the light off, the wife slap and boom! Idiot, you don't peace for fridge. Now, I want to tell people that Alibaba is doing a great job. We thank you. I don't want to speak English like other people. But Alibaba, the honorificability to the notatibus of your personality is magnanimously blessed by God for your originality. God bless you wherever you are. Thank you very much. Yeah, my friend, now they use this one fresh water. We use our taste set for it. Host! Hey! Only Benin, now you see others use mouth. Don't draw this thing, draw this. Benin boys, you know that time for scarce. They're not going to use this thing now. They will just go gallon. Swallow fuel, swallow, the fiber. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. That. Open your tongue. Start your tongue. Me, I not do as work. I go play ball. As my papa they come back, they don't report to him. My mama don't report say papa if you not do as work, you go play ball. My daddy say no gonna leave him. If my daddy won't flog us, he the first to win in bag. We don't yell. My brother they will tell me if you don't die. Say daddy don't throw away bag. My daddy say who did there? Give me my jeans. As my papa carry the full jeans, now full bag of hand. You wear the jeans and my papa won't flog you, they close door, nobody they interrupt. He lock everywhere. He say you people should live there. My mama give him a chance. My papa wear the jeans. And also when you first wear hands, and they touch, they say, no, boy, see groove. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
12 finalists will emerge from the 4 phases of the competition. In the first and second rounds of Alibaba's spontaneity competition, contestants number 8, 12, 1, 4, 7, and 10 scaled through to the final round. Before the announcement of the 3 final qualifiers, Alibaba himself took to the stage and told the contestants what has stayed him on as number 1 in the business for so long. Alibaba narrated his experiences in the showbiz industry, especially in stand-up comedy, where he has become a titan today. Of course, any encounter with Alibaba without a dose of his inimitable jokes, which has always ended up leaving people in tatters and stitches, is incomplete.
You know, let me tell you what has happened with stand-up comedy. Long ago, when Baba Salah and the rest of them were doing jokes, it was easy to tell long jokes. The audience will still be waiting for you to finish. But when we came on, there was no need. There was no time. Because when I started performing at events, BC Olatilo, Patrick Doyle, they will tell you, Ali, just come 5 minutes. So within that 5 minutes, what long story do you want to tell? Like when I went to do Andrew Davis Awards for the first time, I finished my performance in 5 minutes. The man came and said, "You've been very wonderful. I liked your performance, but I missed your name. What's your name?" I said, "Akporobome." He said, "Can I call you John?" Sometimes when you tell jokes and people laugh, you just have a feeling that you can continue. I went to Kaduna to do one show from a cafe. When I finished, I had yabbed the Hausa people. The man now called me and said, "Ali, see, there's a difference between feel free and being free." I said, "Come and take your time. You came, you felt free, and you thought you were free. But we have paid you go." I said, "Yes, you can go." Then I stepped out, and two Hausa boys came with their hands inside their bada. They said, "Alibaba, while you were performing, were you serious or you were joking?" Then the other one brought his dagger out. Now, you are torn between telling him yes. If you tell him you were joking, he says, "So you can joke with the Hausa people, go?" If you tell him you were serious, he says, "How serious are you with this knife?"
So here's a dose of it. The audience went wild as names of the three finalists who made it at the end of the day were announced. In the third position was contestant number 8. In the second position was contestant number 10, while contestant number 4 won in the first position.
In third place, number 8. That's number 10. In the first place, ladies and gentlemen, number 4.
There were other side attractions to pep up the night, like paintings of works of art with the portrait of Alibaba embossed in it. A documentary on how Alibaba started his journey into the comedy business was also aired at the event. The second day of the Alibaba at 50 event splash saw the celebrant, his children, Zara and Brenda, in company of other well-wishers at the Adebule Primary School in Shomolu area of Lagos. It's interesting to note that Alibaba also gave the less privileged in the society a special dose of his birthday. He cut his birthday cake with some of the pupils surrounding him, especially those born in the month of June.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Alibaba also distributed school bags, storybooks, and so on to the students. Members of the entertainment sector who accompanied Alibaba on the visit were comedians Kofi, Bumi Davis, singer Yinka Davis, and Benga Adeyinka I. Viewers sampled the opinions of some of those Alibaba had mentored on the kind of person he is.
Honestly, I would never have known Ali was 50. As far as I'm concerned, I thought Ali was over 50. But from his candor and misdemeanor, he never acts like he's even close to 50. When he saw me just now, pardon me, like we're just age mates, and that's who Ali is. 50 is a landmark age. Right now, the average age given in Nigerian is like 47, 48. So to be 50 now is like you are 70 already. So I'm very grateful to God to have spared his life up to this point.
In his brief address to the children, Alibaba encouraged them to read very widely to get themselves acquainted properly with events around the world, so that they will not be kept in the dark.
Chapter 1 of No Place to Play. It is important when you learn, you also learn how to play. You don't play. As they say, all work and no play makes Jack. Okay, so you need to also find places to play. David played indoors all winter, counting the days until spring. Okay, here we don't have spring. Alright? Sensing something different in the air, David propped open his bedroom window and gave the air an expert sniff. Yes, he declared, enjoying a healthy breath of warm air. Skateboarding season has arrived.
Day 3 of Alibaba's Golden Jubilee celebration was spent with the children again. Modupe Cole Memorial Child Care and Treatment Home School at Koka, Lagos was the place to be. On Alibaba's entourage were Opa Williams of the Night of Thousand Laugh fame, Bumi Davis of the Stand-Up Nigeria fame, and DJ Humility. Alibaba and the team were taken to the various sectors of the school, like the carpentry, the salon, music section, and the home economics department. The students, though challenged with one disability or the other, showed a lot of creative dexterity in the areas of art, making of beads. The students even cut and plaited each other's hair. The highlight was the cutting of Alibaba's birthday cake, with the children, particularly a birthday mate of Alibaba, in attendance. Again, Alibaba donated gifts to the students. These included school-soap toilet papers and Pampers. He promised to visit the school as often as possible. One of the pupils of the school, a girl, sang a very emotional song for Alibaba, the celebrant. She also prayed for him.
We are grateful, oh Lord, hallelujah, for all you have done for us, hallelujah. We are grateful, oh Lord. Amen. Amen.
Eternal of the wages, we give all the praise. Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus, for cutting us among them. So, thank you, Lord Jesus, for your love that endures forever. How do we say be thou exalted in victory? Amen. We thank you, Lord Jesus, for this lovely day. We thank you, Lord Jesus, for the celebration. We thank you, Lord Jesus, for his prayer rituals. Father, Lord, we say be thou exalted in victory. Amen. We thank you, Lord Jesus, because you did not make today a bad day for me. You did not give him the opportunity to celebrate his birthday in Sunday. Father, Lord, we say be thou exalted in victory. Amen.
Thursday, the 24th of June 2015, was the birthday proper of Alibaba. This was observed as an open house at the celebrant's Lekki home in Lagos. And this was an opportunity for all those who may not have showed up at the previous events to make up for their absence. Sheilo, ONG, Oke Bakasi, MC Abe, Bovi and Benga Denka I, Dr. Seed of the Marvin Records, and MC Prince were all there. Now, what does one expect when an entertainment icon invites his comedian colleagues and musician friends to his birthday party, other than marathon excitement, laced with jokes and music all the way, all for Alibaba's sake? He deserves even more, having shown the way that has turned young Nigerians into employers of labor and opened the employment window for many others in the other arms of the entertainment industry today. Mr. DJ pumped up the volume with some heavy joints which rested well with all those who attended the event. It was dancing spree. Now, how do the people see Alibaba, the father figure, brother, mentor, motivator, and someone they all looked up to? ONG, Okebakasi, and Capital Femi, among others, bear their minds.
Alibaba is one of the very few established comedians that tells you how it is. He's a teacher. He advises you. He takes you through the rudiments of the game, the do's and the don'ts, and then he also helps you out when you are having secret problems that is affecting your business. So that's the kind of person that Ali is, and I'm happy, so happy to have known him.
Alibaba, Bigwo, Migwo, we love you. Sammy and I love you, and we wish you many, many more beautiful 50 years to come. We bless the name of the Lord over your life. We rejoice with you, and we pray that we'll come back again the next 50 years again to rejoice with you. Stay blessed. Love you.
Alibaba is an icon. He's the Don number one, the king. Not just in comedy, but entertainment itself. There's a lot of things that we musicians can learn from him also. So happy birthday, wishing him many more years, many more iconic years.
At 50 is a great milestone to celebrate, which is why we are all here today, to celebrate with our very good friend, my colleague and my brother. 50 is not easy. In a society where life expectancy is in the 40s, to live to see 50 calls for big celebration. And that is why today family, friends, we've all come together to celebrate him in a very special way. Yeah, Alibaba is a great man, an accomplished comedian, somebody who has contributed so much to showbiz industry, especially stand-up comedy, who has held the ladder for a whole lot of young men to climb, which is very good. At 50, you've been there, done that. What he needs now is good health, sound health, wisdom, and the strength to manage the empire that he has already established.
Well, I feel very happy that my husband has clocked the golden age of 50. God has been faithful in his life, so I'm very happy. As you know, he's a fun man, so it's been a lot of fun. It's come with its own challenges, you would say, but by and large, God has been faithful, and we're here. I cannot tell you where I'll see him because I am not a prophet per se. I can only say that I'm trusting God that all the plans that God has for him over the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years from now, that God will fulfill it in his life because he deserves the very best that God has in store for him because he's a good man.
The 6th day of the Alibaba at 50 event tagged a night of gyration was held at the Freedom Park, Lagos, on Friday, 26th of June 2015. In attendance to gyrate with Alibaba and his wife Mary were the king and queen of Nigerian theatre and film industry, Olu Jacobs and Joke Jacobs, Afizo Yetoro, whose stage name is Saka, Dr. Tunji Chotumiri, who teaches theatre arts at the University of Lagos, Opa Williams, Segun Arinze, Benga Denka I, Lekpashas Bosse, Princess Kofi. Also in attendance was Victor Lauton of Tinsel, as well as mentors of the celebrant, Sonny Rabam Bisi Olatilo. The main event of the day was Gyration, put together by members of the pirate clubs from different universities in Lagos under the name the Kegat Group, with the celebrant Alibaba in the middle and some of the gyrators holding the calabash containing palm wine. Gyration flowed on end from all corners of the arena, and everyone joined in the exciting celebration. Again, it was encomiums, eulogies, and accolades galore for Alibaba, the national icon, from his mentors, his mentees, contemporaries, and those who just admire him. They all took turns to talk about Alibaba from their different perspectives, and they said that the history of the revolution in the Nigerian comedy business, which turned comedy into serious money-spinning business in Nigeria, cannot be written without a special mention of Alibaba as a trailblazer. Sonny Irabo, Olu and Joke Jacobs, Betty Irabo, Segun Olaotan of Tinsel, Segun Arinze, who joins the club of the 50-year-olds in September this year, and Bisi Olatilo, who relived his fortuitous meeting with Alibaba at an event at the University of Lagos 26 years ago, has set him on the path of fame and international recognition. And this is through his proper harnessing of his God-given talent as a jokes merchant with a distinct difference.
Bisi Olatilo gave this man a chance. On Night Live was I will just see one guy blowing away jokes that never seem to end. And yet they were short, sharp, to the point, with a message. Never a dull moment. Now we now said, comedy has arrived.
Now, God Bless Nigeria is a church that works with people who have fallen through the cracks of society. So you're talking about your area boys, you're talking about your area girls, prostitutes, and drug addicts. When Alibaba speaks to them, when they're like, you know how it is when you don't have anything, you're always looking for a handout, you're always wanting somebody to give you something. And then Alibaba will say, what's your stress? I remember the time when I was walking from Yaba to NTA. And those people will be looking at it and saying, oh yes, speak the truth. I say, yes, I did it. I walked from Yaba to NTA. I did this at this time. But look at what God has done for me. He uses his life as a testimony. He uses his life in the vineyard of the Lord.
Let me just say that God has blessed you, is blessing you, and will continue to bless you abundantly.
Alibaba, you have done what people like us have not quite done. But that is the prayer of all of us. I remember when he came and Alibaba tells Sonny and I, he came and will say, he is the stars of the vanishing galaxy, and the people like us have taken over. He says we did not even wait to be handed over to, we actually took over. But he's very proud of what we do.
He's such a dynamic guy. We Nigerians, we are naturally dynamic. You don't know what he's going to do the next minute. He just flows, spontaneity. And that's what we learn in our industry. I have come to respect them so much, and God has blessed them. At one time, it felt like a sad story. But you know, in life, you try to manage the straight with the crooked. And they have done that. And God will continue to bless you.
The week-long Alibaba at 50 event splash ended with a football match. This featured the Alibaba at 50 team that featured Alibaba himself as a striker, and the Caleb's team made up of entertainers, comedians, musicians, and others in the showbiz industry. Again, there was no stopping the praises galore of Alibaba's goodness, versatility, and the special gift of being able to keep friends for a very long time and from all strata of society, from the very top to the very bottom. And all that came across in the very impressive attendance of people from virtually every sector of life at all the 6 events put together to celebrate Alibaba, the icon, at 50. In all of this, a huge part in the back should be given to the one Alibaba himself calls his backbone, and that's his wife, who God has blessed him with, that covers all his lapses and even turns him into one of the wisest investors in Nigeria today. Alibaba's investment, it might interest you to know, are yielding great dividends by the day. Now that's what having a banker as a wife has done for Alibaba. Did he also joke his way into that? Now, it can safely be said that as Alibaba was able to turn the comedy business into a money-making business in Nigeria, Mary, his wife, has wielded the big magic wand that has turned Alibaba into one of the wisest investors in Nigeria today. And as Ikenna Ndagoba of blessed memories, my mentor of all time, will say to me, the young has grown. In Alibaba's case, Alibaba has not only grown, but has breasted the tape even far ahead of some of us, his mentors. And this gladdens my heart so much. Well, Alibaba, from my wife Shade and my children Tola, Babajide, Adeomi, Adeola, and Adedapo, whom you knew as toddlers, some of whom have made me a grandfather today. I wish for you is that may your life continue to remain golden. Congratulations, Alibaba.